So a lot of hockey fans remember this guy, not only for his great consistent play on the UKE Line back in the day. The fact is his name was left off the Stanley Cup in Detroit's Stanley Cup run in the 1950s, which we think was kind of unfair, because Vic Stasiuk deserved every accolade he received. Now, Victor John Stasiuk, born May 23rd, 1929, in Lethbridge, Alberta, Canada, one of the most beautiful communities in the province. He played junior hockey in his hometown before signing with the Chicago Blackhawks. Now, his minor career, including seasons with the Lethbridge Native Sons of the AJHL, the West Ocoquan Canadians of the EJHL, and the Kansas City Plymouths of the USHL. He finally made it to the Blackhawks in 1950, scored his first goal in 17 games, and with Kansas he scored 10 goals in 39 games. Now, he played, like I said, sparingly in Chicago and was traded to the Red Wings in 51. Now, he spent time in the minors with the Indianapolis Capitals and the Edmonton Flyers. Now, he was part of three Stanley Cup teams in 52, 54, and 55, but unfortunately, in 54, Stasiuk played 42 regular season games for Detroit, but because he spent the playoffs in the minors, his name was left out of the Stanley Cup after the Wings captured the league crown. So he should have 3 times on the cup. Now in 55, Stasiuk was traded to the Bruins and found chemistry with Johnny Busick and Bronco Horvat, which would later dub, like I said, the UKE Line because of the Ukrainian ancestries of the 3 players. In 58, the line became the first in NHL history to have all 3 participants reach the 20-goal mark. And in 1960, Stasiuk scored a career-high 68 points and was selected to play in the NHL All-Star Game. In 61, he was traded back to Detroit, playing with the club until 63 before finishing his career in the minors. Now, in his NHL career, he recorded 183 goals, 254 assists, and 745 games. But what really stood out, ladies and gentlemen, the Bruins were starting to develop a heavy offense in the late 60s, and that 1960 season even was cut short by 10 games. He had 68 points in 60 games. Now, he was with the Pittsburgh Hornets of the AHL for 3 seasons before finishing off his major minor pro career with the Memphis Wings of the CPHL in 66. Now, after retiring, Stasiuk, like a lot of former NHLers and minor pros, he took up the coaching reins. He took over the Hornets of the AHL for 2 campaigns and also led the same league, Quebec Aces, to back-to-back losses in the Calder Cup Finals. Now, he also coached the Jersey Devils from 66 to 68. Now, Stasiuk later earned a job with the Flyers, but his team finished out of the playoffs by a single point in 1970, but he helped the team get to the quarterfinals in the 1971 season. Now in 72, he found himself with the California Golden Seals, helped the team improve, but they still missed the playoffs. In 72, 73, and one of the few times that one coach has coached for 3 different franchises in consecutive years, he helped Vancouver as part of the development process, but he missed the playoffs as well. And Vancouver media was very hard on him because he felt he was better served to have somebody else lead the team because he was there to be fired, because there was no way Vancouver was going to make the playoffs only second years in existence. But after this, he went on to also a successful career and coaching junior hockey level. And his influence is held in high regard in Canada and the States, mainly because he always was somebody that gave back to his home region. I'm going to tell you why. We talked about his junior career. He had coached with the Tabor Golden Suns, lost in the finals of the AJHL playoffs in 76. After leaving Tabor in 77, he went to the Medicine Hat Tigers of the WCHL, got him to the second round of the playoffs, and then wrapped up his junior career at the major junior level in the WHL in 79, again with Medicine Hat. So, I mean, a very, very distinguished playing and coaching career. And the playoff totals very significant. He really opened out in the 55 Stanley Cup winner for Detroit with 5 goals and 3 assists in 8 games, 8 points in 11 games. Because at the time Detroit, was finishing or defeating Montreal in the playoffs, or knocking teams off that they needed to win those championships. And the Gordie Howe Red Wings of the early to mid 50s, very hard-working team, and Stasiuk only found his scoring prowess when he went to Boston. Again, that improved Boston offense that we're seeing of the late 50s. And I still wonder, 1960 was a very strong team for Boston, and to see them not make the playoffs this year, it's kind of a head scratcher. Because I'm going to give you an example of what I mean. Bronco had 39 goals that year. Don McKinney had 20. Johnny had 16 in limited time. Moens had 20. Topignani had 12. Jean-Guy Gendreau had 24. So, but what really hurt them, ladies and gentlemen, Don Simmons and Harry Lumley had a really struggling season, in net, because they only won 28 games that year. And in a 70-game season, if you finish under 35 wins, you're bound to not to make the playoffs. So, but Milt Schmidt had a really good offense in those years, and we had a lot of Western boys in the team. If you look at the stats, a lot from Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and for some strange reason, which I still don't understand, Fleming McCall and Jean-Guy Gendreau were 2 of the only few francophone players on the team. So you might as well say it was if just a Saskatchewan or a Manitoba Bruins could be complimented, there you have it. So again, Vic, great player, again great coach, and should be recognized for being helped rebuild Boston towards again that legacy Boston of the late 60s, early 70s. Have a great day. Bye.